Wedding Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's hashtag anime nerdigan review is going to be for Fukumenkei Noise, aka Anonymous Noise, Season 1, Episode 4, titled That Day We Who Were Hiding, How We Truly Felt Joined Hands. And before I get to this review, let me just briefly cover how I do my anime reviews. So they're a little bit different than the average anime tuber. So basically what I do is while I'm watching the anime, I have the corresponding manga chapter right in front of me, and because it's supposed to be a manga to anime adaptation, I expect it to be one. And if it doesn't match panel for panel, frame for frame, you bet your ass I'm calling it out, whether it be skip dialogue, positioning, whatever. Anyways, the only thing that I won't call it too much are word changes, unless the context of the dialogue in the anime isn't what the manga originally intended. Anyway, let's get to this review. So we got a little bit of filler going on in the beginning after the recap, and then it goes into chapter to where we left off in chapter 8, and there was some things that were skipped in the inner monologue, which was it's been 3 days already. This is the first time this happened. That was skipped. Wanting to sing but incapable of it for 6 years. That part was skipped. They kind of did move the scenes around a little bit, and I really don't like how they did it for at least this portion of the episode, because it was supposed to go into Mio calling Yuzu and explaining what's going on, and about the audition and stuff like that with Nino, and I really wish it would have just flowed better if it would have following the manga. Instead we got this extra bullshit, but I will say that little extra thing of Yuzu, being a drag was cute. I'm not gonna lie. This part was skipped. For the most part. Are you okay with her being taken by someone else? And Yuzu said, I won't let that happen. And then, or no, actually that part was there. It was this part that was skipped. And this is why I didn't like the scene change, because this affected it. The dialogue here, which was, I have nothing more to hide and nothing more to be afraid of. I'll go ask her now if she would become Inohuri's vocalist. And then this scene with Yuzu and Nino, oh my god, this scene here when they were listening to the music and stuff like that, and when we actually got to hear the music and her singing, it was so nice. Oh my god. Hell, even the argument was perfect, and the facial expression was so good. I loved it. But the only thing, yes, some of it was, some of the dialogue was questioned, they were instead of statements, but for the most part it meant the same thing, so I'm not going to bash it too much. But anyway, this part was skipped for this part of the dialogue of Yuzu's dialogue got really messed up though. I made you something that will make you stop talking nonsense. This isn't a song for you when you're going to scream. Yeah, part of that got skipped. And then this part got cut as well, which was, this is the whole thing, but I'm going to tell you which part got cut. It's just something I wanted you to sing that I composed for you. What was... The inner monologue was there for the most part. All this was here. All the dialogue was here, except for this part right here, which was the huge whirlpool has finally reached our feet. But going into before I forget, the stuff with Mio and Hayoshi, that was shown earlier on in the episode, that was actually in chapter 9. So like they cut to chapter 9, like right in the middle of it, and I'm just like, why are you doing this, anime? Just finish chapter 8. But the stuff that they did from chapter 8 was adapted really nice, and then going into chapter 9, this stuff was really, really nice. Which was continuing on with the conversation, but this part was skipped. But they did end up showing a little bit of the of Momo and Nino walking together, but in a different scene. But this part was skipped, and that didn't bother me too much, because unless like they were gonna do like a cut and then like a commercial cut and then go into it. But yeah, this is what was a skip from the beginning of chapter 9, which was 6 years ago. My childhood friend Momo, who disappeared one day. It could be that same Momo, the composer Momo, who created a vocalist audition which I participated in, and the one to decide the result is that same Momo. And of course, everything's on the 29th of May. Which, by the way, May 29th is my birthday. So I love everything's on my birthday. That makes me happy. I got in was skipped. But this part here, he says that level of singing is not good enough to be a sign, and it's not worth going for that. That was actually moved a little later in the episode, and that bothered me a little bit, but they still showed it, so I'm not gonna be too pissy over it. Let's see. I love the shit with the eyelashes was still there, even though it was supposed to be, the line was supposed to be, what's all of a sudden, forget my eyelashes, because something that Fukumenkei Noise is doing, and I really liked, is that they're including the little comments too, and they skipped this comment, and I was just like, damn it. The "you're too close" was skipped too, but this part was, the why, where is it? Even when I got to middle school, is there. This part was skipped in the inner monologue, and even in high school, that part was skipped for some reason. But the rest of the inner monologue was good. And I think that as I said, the not good enough to be a sign, it's not worth going for that. It can't be. It can't be. It just can't be. This part here was actually, I thought it was skipped initially when I watched it, but then when she gets to the stoplight, which is not in the manga, and when she gets to the stoplight, that's when that scene happens, and I'm actually okay with it, because then we get to separate. We're separating her Momo's moment from Yuzu's moment, so I'm okay with that. But I really like everything else that Yuzu says is here. And then I liked that what they did in here. What I really liked was that they finished Yuzu's stuff and all of Yuzu's dialogue, and then went into Momo's into Nino's inner monologue, which I was totally fine with, because it worked for the flow. And then, where was the other thing? And then it skipped to, this inner portion, to this portion of the chapter, of chapter 9, where she's, she's not here today, and Yuzu looks so cute drinking his milk. This part was skipped, though. To be honest, I was happy that she said that. That was skipped. And I understand when the anime was saying was making her voice mine, but it was just supposed to be, it was my chance of making her mine. But this part was skipped, especially since Momo is a professional composer. And then he ran into Momo, it was there, and didn't think so was skipped. But I love the Momo and Yuzu dialogue. That was, for the most part. The gross lashes was so fucking funny. I loved the gross lashes. That shit was great. It was so goddamn good. And then it cuts to Alice, like, in her bedroom, which is later on in the chapter. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm right here. This part was skipped. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, do you intend to give me a headache till the very end? My BFF is my Advil. Shiro, that was skipped. I'm fine with it, Mio-chan is okay with it, and I'll welcome Nino-chan warmly. Thanks. Then listen to the new song, Yuzu. I forgot to mention, sorry, that once you hear it, it'll make you drop. And this part was, for the most part, there. Let's see. Listening to that, of course, I'll be convinced to let her in. And then we go to the I called out to Momo. Or at least that should be I called out to Bobo. the rest of the episode for chapter 9, how the stuff that they didn't skip was adapted was really, really, really nice. I mean, I love seeing Yuzu in drag. Yuzu in drag was fucking awesome. Yuzu in drag was great. The music, I gotta say, the music for this anime is just freaking awesome. I want to just buy the soundtrack for this anime. It is really, really good. And there was one thing that was skipped. It was you're Ali Sugawa Nino-sama, right? Go to the first basement floor was skipped. Is this a studio was there? And something that he needs to tell me would be Yuzu. I think that part was skipped. Oh, and we don't know when to give up was skipped. This part was skipped. Sorry, right here. I want to... no, Alice, the wait vocalist, that's... Hold on a second, let me... Oh, it was right here. This part was where it was completely skipped or fucked up. Okay, if I'm gonna go to the audition, then I need to practice. I could choose whichever song I like, so what should I choose? Okay, let's start then. That's Yoshi Senpai's voice. Ah, haha, you're too loud. Yuzu and Kuroka and Mio are there too. Ah, that's the iPod I borrowed from Haruyoshi Senpai at the show. It's exactly the same as mine, so I accidentally took it. Yes, it wasn't Yuzu's, it was Haruyoshi Senpai's. Okay then, In No Hurry, third sample song, go. This is In No Hurry's. It's rough, different from the CD. Sample, why? Why are Yuzu in them? Why, In No Hurry to shout. In short, No Hurry. Genre, alternative rock. There's no way that the Keon Club is in No Hurry. Just no way. No way, no way. Their voices are altered. Their faces are mostly hidden, so I can't. No, no, wait. Alice, the vocalist, Alice, that's... and then you were supposed to see the Yuzu text message, which was there. I want you to come to West Shinjuku's Enwa building at 1800 hours today. I have something to tell you. We have one thing that's similar between us. We don't know when to give up. That whole thing was skipped. And that annoyed me. Like, the way they kind of like redid some of the stuff here kind of annoyed me a little bit. But for the most part, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm not gonna lie. There was some stuff skipped earlier on here too, which I hope is going to be in the next episode with Mio. This was some stuff with Mio. I was hoping it would be here, but it might be in the next episode. Just in case it isn't, I'm gonna read what was skipped. Which is, the person you love is Kiryu Momo? Are you serious? It's Kiryu Momo, Baby's founder. He's super famous. I was in line to get this. Usa in a sweater. I own Baby's limited edition phone S trap. Hold on, does that mean like that Kiryu Momo is like 16 or 17? No way, so that's why his profile is private. Why do you seem so down with all this good info that you have? Did you fail the audition or something? No, I passed, but I won't go. I'll fail anyway. Momo said he won't meet with me. Really? Why? I don't know. Oh, so you're really not gonna go? You were singing up till now, hoping you'll meet this kid, no? It's fine. Well, I guess I'll check it out for you then. I also passed the audition. I told you the other day, but you weren't listening to me at all. I see. Then if you could please check on the mole Momo has on his stomach and that scar he's got on his thigh, that would be great. If you could confirm those, I'll know it's really him. Don't ask for such impossible things like you're asking me to go out grocery shopping. Hey, that damn Yuzu didn't even tell her about In No Hurry. Ugh. What's wrong, Haruyoshi? That expression you've got. Yeah, this part was in the anime, but like the other shit wasn't. So, but this episode, for the most part, minus some of this stuff that was skipped, was really good. And I love, oh my god, I love Yuzu in drag. Yuzu in drag is awesome. I love it. I love how we just like whip the weave out and be like, here, you're Alice now. I fucking love it. Yuzu in drag. That was awesome. comment section below. What do you think of the soundtrack? And what do you think of this? Especially for the manga readers. I mean, is this like soundtrack what you thought it was gonna be and more, or do you think it's better? And what do you guys love Yuzu as an OKAMA? Anyway, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel and friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!